What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm here to talk about Coco from Disney Pixar. Obviously, the story here is about Miguel, a young boy who loves music and has this just extreme passion for it. But because his great-great-grandfather abandoned his family to pursue a musical career, music is basically outlawed in their household. He certainly can't play the guitar. He can't even whistle a tune because music is just the absolute enemy, to his family. They all make shoes, and it looks like that's what Miguel is going to do. Is if he's shining shoes now, and eventually he'll move into making shoes. But he really looks up to a deceased music star named Ernesto de la Cruz, who became like the biggest music sensation ever. And through a weird turn of events, Miguel actually discovers that this guy is probably his great-great-grandfather. And so he wants to play in this music contest during the Day of the Dead so that he can, finally pursue his music and perform for people. But whenever he doesn't have a guitar because his grandma smashes it up, he ends up going to the tomb of Ernesto de la Cruz and stealing the guitar. Because he steals from the dead on the Day of the Dead, this is a bad decision on his part, and he gets sent to the land of the dead, where he will need to get a blessing from a family member and then get sent back to the land of the living. The issue is his family will give him the blessing, but they will not give him the blessing unless he decides he's going to swear off music forever. Obviously, Miguel's not going to do that, so he tries to seek out Ernesto de la Cruz because he knows that, hey, this guy's my great-great-grandfather, and he was a huge musician, so of course he's going to give me his blessing and allow me to play music. The journey to get to de la Cruz is not as easy as he thinks. That's pretty much the movie. He's trying to get to De La Cruz, and then he's trying to get back to the land of the living. I really like this movie. I thought that the storyline was pretty predictable, but the way that it unfolds is really fun. I thought that a lot of the comedy was really effective. This is definitely, to me, a return to form for Pixar. I don't know, the last few movies have been so sequel heavy, and they've been not bad, but not up to the normal Pixar standards. And Coco is definitely a return to that. I don't think it's one of their better movies, but I do think it's a huge step in the right direction. I think that the story, while it is thin and predictable, at least it puts in the work to develop the characters, and it earns the emotional payoffs, which is, you don't see that a lot in live action movies, let alone animation. So it's a case where the way the story is told really elevates what's otherwise a pretty predictable storyline. The voice acting is all fine, but to me the main draw of Coco is the visuals. This movie looks amazing. The land of the dead just looks so sick here. It's just got thousands upon thousands of lights and buildings and all these crazy characters, and despite the fact that they're all skeletons, they all look very distinct and unique, which is really cool because you would think they'd all kind of blend together at a certain point, and they definitely don't. Even in a huge crowd of hundreds of skeletons, it's amazing how much character detail went into this. So you can definitely tell this is a Pixar movie because there is such subtle detail and just amazing visual depth. I saw this movie in 2D, and then I went back to see it in 3D because I was so impressed by the visuals. And it's amazing. I love the way this movie looks. The animation is just ridiculously awesome. So just from a visual perspective alone, I think the movie's worth seeing. But I also think that, again, even though the story's predictable, it's so well told that it really does suck you in, and it does have those schmaltzy moments, but it earns them, and so they have decent, resonance. I really liked it. I liked the emphasis on family. I'm obviously a big family man myself. Not really, well, I don't have any kids, but I value family, so I could definitely connect to that storyline. I just really like this movie. I thought it was really fun. I thought the messages were good. I wish there was a little more depth to the story, and it didn't rely so heavily on kind of a couple of big reveals, but it's still really solid. I had a great time with Coco, and if you have even a casual interest in animation or Pixar, Disney movies, or any kind of animated movies, or just good, solid movies, I would definitely check it out. I did a full write-up of Coco on my website, markfusion.com. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all that kind of stuff at markfusion. You check me out there. But the best thing you can do to help me out is just to hit that sub button. Free, easy. Just hit it. It's a direct way to help me out and for me to continue to be able to make content. Thank you so much for watching this review. If you do get a chance to see Coco in the theater, you definitely should. Seeing it in 3D on the big screen is definitely the best way to experience this movie. Thank you for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you soon.